Hi friends, today we've been talking about how artists show people close up and far away or use perspective or point of view to show distance and take up space. So one of the things that we looked at in our work is size. Things that are closer to the viewer are bigger and things that are further away are smaller. You also want to think about the horizon line. So looking at this painting by Van Gogh here, the horizon line is where the sky and the earth meet, and most people are going to fall below the horizon line. And if they're closer, they are bigger and they fall below the horizon line. The further away they are, the closer they are to the horizon line and the smaller that they get. So those are some reminders for when we're working today to help you portray space and size and point of view accurately. One of the things I want you to think about today is our subject of our picture is going to be a place outdoors that we enjoy spending time and having fun with other people. To create this picture, you're going to need a piece of paper. I'm going to use a 12 by 18 sheet of paper. You can use whatever size that you have. You're also going to want some crayons or some oil pastels to color today because we're going to be making a resist using watercolor. And the second part of the project, we're going to use some watercolor to add some oomph and some extra. So let's get started. All right, friends, one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to decide, is my paper going to be wide or is it going to be tall? I think my paper is going to be wide. And then the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sketch in my horizon line. So I've thought about a place that I like to go and spend outdoors, and I think I'm going to draw the pool, the Barton Springs pool in Austin. That's one of my favorite places to go. I'm going to make the horizon line about this high up. That's going to be where the sky and the earth meet. And once I've done that, I can start placing what's going to be in the foreground, in front, in the middle, and behind in the background. So I'm going to sketch that out really quick, drawing lightly with my pencil. Here we go. All right, friends, I've lightly sketched my drawing. Now I'm going to go in with my crayons and my oil pastels and add some color. Remember, I'm going to leave some white spaces because we're going to go back in a little bit with paint. And if there's no white space, the paint won't stick. Here we go. All right, friends, I have finished my perspective drawing of a place outdoors that I like to go and have fun with other people at. I drew the pool at Barton Springs in Austin. I've added more detail closer to the person, closer to us, the viewer. I've added horizon line. The people that are closer to the horizon line are smaller. The people that are closer to me are bigger. I've left some space in here, and now I'm going to take my watercolors and add some paint to this to finish my drawing and my painting. So I'm going to fast forward my picture. Remember, we put the hair in the pail, tail in the air. While we're working, we swish, swish, wipe, and we tickle the paint with our paintbrush. Let's get started. All right, friends, we're going to apply watercolor to our finished drawing. We use crayons or oil pastels, which have a wax or an oil base, which will repel the water. Oil and water do not mix. We will wet our brush, tickle, tickle, tickle him, and then go into our spaces. And the watercolor will go right into those white spaces that we left behind. So we didn't have to worry about coloring super duper neat. We want the color to be lighter, we just add more water to our brush. Tickle, tickle. Let him dance. Let your brush dance. If If you want it to show up a little bit more, you can mix a color. So our oil and our oil pastels and our crayons will still show up really brightly. I'm gonna let him dance on his tippy toes, get into these little spaces. Good. Wet and tickle our paper. All right. That looks great. I'm going to fast forward the video now so you can watch me finish this. All right, friends, here's my finished outdoor picture where I like to have fun with other people. This is the Barton Springs Pool in Austin. I remember they had a big tree. I've added people smaller and larger as they get closer to me, more details up front, less details in the back. And then I went over my crayon and my oil pastel drawing with my watercolors and painted it in nice and neatly. And I think it came out really beautiful. I think yours are going to come out really beautiful too. I can't wait to see what you do, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye, friends.